Hello, everyone, and welcome to CV Chats. My name is Laleh Hancock, and I'm going to be your host as we have different conversations, different chats with people all around the globe about our bodies, different parts of our bodies, our businesses, our relationships, our finances, our children, different things that maybe may not be a conversation you would have with others. But we're going to have conversations here that hopefully will inspire you to whatever's going on in your life, but also what can we create, inviting a different conversation about vaginas, penises, bodies, and so much more. Hello, everyone, and welcome to CV Chats. My name is Laleh Hancock, and I am your host. And this week, we have a very special show for you. Instead of just inviting a guest, I've invited all of you to come along and play with us and ask questions. So in this episode, I have no idea where we're going to go, and I have no idea what topics we're going to talk about. But, bringing again why this show was actually created, it's from the Conversations from Conscious Vagina classes. Having a place, a space, I would say a safe space, a place where every single part of us, every part of our bodies are included, not judged, included, and having conversations that maybe doesn't seem appropriate, quote, in other environments. It's interesting. Yesterday, I also had a Facebook Live talking about body talk and how often, we tend to ignore, we tend to not include our bodies. It's like you wake up, you kind of like drag your body to the shower or brush your teeth. But if you just take a moment, let's do that now. Just take this moment to say hello to your body. You can hug your body, you can put your hands on your cheeks, you can put it on your belly, you can put it on your lap. But when you're willing to have 3 points of connection with your body, so your feet on the ground, your butt on the seat, your hands anywhere on your body, is this immediate connection, communion. And if you like, you take a few breaths from under your feet, coming up to the top of your head. And as you let it go, what if we could also let go of the stress, all the monkey mind, everything that was distracting you today, and everyone's problems and everyone's, stuff that you've been trying to take care of. Can we let all of that go? Another breath in from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. And what if it's like a waterfall as you let it go? Just let everything that doesn't even belong to you, that you've been holding on to, just wash away, coming down your body and back into the earth. You could do it again. Breathe in from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. And what if now every single cell in your body, every ligament, bone, skin, organ, everything in your body, can we just say hello to it? And now can we flip all those energies of it to gratitude? Everywhere you've been judging, the way you look, the way your body functions, the way you walk, whatever those judgments have been, what if you flip it right now? 180 degrees to gratitude instead. Now notice you and your body and your space. Now, conscious vagina is actually called conscious vagina and more, even though the gentlemen in the classes and the programs have asked, why can't we call it conscious vagina, conscious penis? I don't know. It just doesn't have the same rhythm. So it's called conscious vagina and more. But it's not about excluding other parts of your body. It's the inclusion of all of our bodies. So I invite you guys with your questions. Would you be willing today to include the totality of you and your body? Okay, so KJ asks, there seems to be a rise of uterine fibroids. What's up with that? That's really interesting. You know, one, hmm, I think the best way to describe this is each one of us and our bodies are unique. However, our bodies are aware of other bodies. Like if you guys pay attention, I'm talking to the ladies out there, your menstrual cycle, like if you live in a dormitory, you live in an apartment with others, have you noticed how your body and their body tends to become in tuned with each other, and your cycles end up happening around the same time? Well, our bodies come from the earth. We're very aware of others on planet earth. And the fibroids are really interesting because I've worked with a lot of people who have come to me with fibroids. Some of them needed to be surgically removed. And it tends not to be linear, the quote diagnosis in your body. But think of how many people around the globe are grateful for their bodies, are grateful for being a lady. How many cultures, how many religions, how many countries honor ladies and their bodies? I know I just traveled to a few countries getting to Australia, and I would say the last two I was at, being a lady is not something that should be shown, honored, or anything like that. So when we do a blanket statement of the rise of something, we really got to look more of like, okay, what are we really aware of? What are our bodies aware of? What are our bodies healing? What is going on planet Earth? And not generalize that. Now, if this was in a class, I would be facilitating a particular person with that. It takes it to a different conversation because it does tend to come to the sexual body parts, but not just about the body parts. It's the judgments of being a lady, judgments of having a uterus, ovaries, a vagina. And when we start to take away our points of views, our judgments, that's when we actually allow our bodies to heal themselves. That's how we allow our bodies to actually be even stronger. Fibroids by themselves are not the problem. They're things that get created within the body. The inflamed, the massive size of it is a different story. And often, when one person in the family also has it and starts to tell other people in the family, it becomes like a little mushroom that grows. So I've worked with many moms and daughters with fibroids, and it's interesting. The daughters' fibroids got created after the mom's fibroids got created. So I'm going to let you guys be at your own imagination that we have our bodies have the ability to duplicate other people's bodies. Look at it. How much does your body look like your mom's body or your sister's body? It's a capacity and ability bodies have. But we also have the ability to duplicate, quote, health problems. Becky says, I don't even know what a fibroid is. That's actually pretty good. Um, so there's different things that can grow in our bodies. Like sometimes, if it's more liquid based, more water based, it would be like a cyst. And fibroids get created, really, it starts from the ovaries. So it's in the sexual organ parts of the body where the fibroids get created. Now, if this was a gentleman here, many gentlemen have come to me because they have kidney stones. So again, it's not just gender. We tend to create things with our bodies based on our environments, based on the stress in your life, based on what you've considered to be so significant. You've made it be so vital, valuable, and real that you and your body, instead of this generative communion of your body's giving you information, and you're like, oh, okay, that's what this is. So it's just pure awareness. We tend to take intensity, pain, sensations, or anything else, anything my body's feeling, we tend to go, oh, that's mine. Well, when it make it yours, your body also locks it into the physical body and starts to create it. So, for example, cramps, menstrual cycles. Okay. If you look at your first experience with menstrual cycle and then you look at it over the years, has it changed? I know for me in high school, it was severe. I would just drop in the shower like a ball, intensity. Now, when I first found the tools of Access Consciousness, which is conscious vagina is actually a specialty of Access Consciousness, one of the first tools is, who does this belong to? Is it mine, someone else, or something else? Something else is usually the earth. And what was really fascinating for me is all my life, any doctor I saw, anyone I talked to, always said, oh, once you have children, your cramped problems will go away. And it was. Once I had my twins, the intensity of it altered. However, when I learned that tool, who does this belong to? And I started to ask that question for every thought, every feeling, every sensation, every intensity. I realized the cramps, even though I physically could feel it, no, my body was feeling it, it didn't actually belong to me. And when I asked questions, it was actually the earth. And I realized those moments in LA, like even right before an earthquake, we had one in 1987 that was pretty intense right before I was going to high school. And it's interesting, that morning was one of the mornings that I dropped in the shower. I was just having so much intensity with my body. Now, again, I'm going to remind you guys, our bodies come from the earth. We are so much more in tune with the earth than we realize. Our body does give us information about the earth. and people on the planet, things that are going on. And if you start to ask with everything, including the fibroids, including anything else, as crazy as it sounds, you're like, of course, I feel it. It's mine. No, your body is a communication system that is communicating 24/7 of everything that's going on in your environment and beyond. So I invite you guys, take a moment you had pain. And it might have been a vaginal pain, it might have been a headache. And now let's ask your body, what information were you sharing with me with that sensation? Did it belong to me? Someone else? Or something else? What do you guys perceive? Was it yours? Now, that's usually our default. Of course it was mine. No. Was it yours? Was it someone else's? Was it something else? And you guys can write it in the chat if you'd like, or unmute. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, KJ said it was healing men that she's had sex with. Yeah. And we tend not to recognize this, but this is actually, it's not just people we have sex with, but it's people we care about, our bodies. One of our capacities of our bodies is healing. We can heal the earth. The earth can help heal our bodies. It's definitely a two-way street there. But body and other bodies, they communicate like trees. So if you guys know much about trees, their root system is their communication system. There's mother trees, there's all sorts of different kinds of trees. However, some are more about storing water. Like a banana tree is one of those. So if a tree doesn't have enough sun, doesn't have enough water, is missing a nutrient, there's something lacking, literally through its root system, will communicate out to other trees and say, hey, can you hook me up with some water, or whatever nutrients missing? Well, guess what? Our bodies do the same, different. Our bodies are constantly listening to other bodies. And if something's going on with someone in your house, someone in your building, someone at work, someone across the pond, someone across the world, that body that's communicating, other bodies desire to come and help. And a lot of times we tend not to recognize this, but there's some of us that actually are sexual healers. Now, sexual healer is not only about physical sex. It could be that someone's depressed and you immediately go to try to help them. You have healing capacities and you have this amazing capacity to know when someone needs your help. A lot of times we tend to find partners that are asking for help. Their bodies are asking for help. And that attraction sometimes is just the intensity of their lack of receiving. But guess what? they are so drawn to us. We're so drawn to them. So, one of the questions to actually ask before you connect with a sexual partner is start to ask your body. And when I say ask your body talks in different ways. You know, you could do muscle testing. Like if you stand straight and you have your legs width apart, ask a question and see if your body leans forward or leans back. That's muscle testing. A lot of times say, hey, body, show me yes. And I'll lean forward. But sometimes it might lean back. So start with body, show me yes. Body, show me no. So that's one style. One way is lightness when you ask. So if it's light, when you say yes, then it's yes. If it's heavy, condensed, it tends to be a no. It just doesn't resonate with you. So, body, will this person be fun? Will it be easy? Will I be grateful the next morning? Will we get a sexual transmitted disease? Like you can even ask that and your body will tell you if this person has anything you need to be aware of. Body, will I get pregnant? You can even ask. These are questions that I wish every single parent would teach their kids. Every school would educate the communication with our bodies. Our body is the first thing we have. It's everything, you know, it goes everywhere with it. It's our best friend. And our bodies have so much awareness and consciousness if we're willing to listen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Becky says for her, it's the opposite. When she leans forward, it's a no. And when she leans backward, it's a yes. Yeah. That's why you have to ask each moment before you do it. Like there's times that for me, leaning back is a yes, but that's like very rare. So you got to find what that is for your body. Each one of you, your body communicates with you different. There is no one size fits all. So we just have a few more minutes. Does anyone have any other questions? I know we focused a lot on the fibroids, the menstrual cycles, sexual partners. What else? What other questions do you guys have? Do you guys notice from the moment that you jumped on, started listening, is your body different? Yeah. Many of you guys are shaking your heads, yes. Even that first exercise I did, it's only a couple of minutes, but connecting with your body, start to notice if you do that more and more. If you're stressed at work or the kids or you're running around, just take a moment to be present with your body and notice in those couple of minutes how much things will change. Even from creativity, you know, coming up with ideas, different products, services, whatever it is, taking a moment to have that communication with your body, that communion with your body will also allow your creativity juices to be different. Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions? So nice noticing the space that's created here. I want to invite you guys. So once a week we have the CV chats. Now normally it launches on Fridays or maybe Saturday if you're in Australia. This week though, we wanted it unique and different, and we came up with this idea a couple of days ago. So, you know, having the chat and having people come on and ask their questions. And I really invite you guys to listen. The reason I created this is because I'd like the world to know our bodies are not a problem. Most people blame their bodies for whatever they're sensing, but I'll tell you, pain with our bodies is usually something our body is informing us of, a capacity, an ability, a talent, a superpower that you actually have with your body, your awareness of something. And your body's showing you, because so often we haven't acknowledged it. And so we're at the effect of it. But the moment you start to acknowledge that capacity, you'll start to notice you may not have pain, because now it is not something you're rejecting or separating from, but you're actually creating a communion with. So if you do have pain, also know, like, for example, if you sense a headache and you say, oh, I have a headache, you literally ask your body to create a headache, and you will. Your body will. Your body is an actualizing agent for you. What you think, you shall create, and it locks it into the body. But if you say, hey, I'm perceiving some intensity in my head. Hey, body, what is this? If it's your body, you always want to ask the body, what is this? What information are you communicating with me? If it's not with your body, but it's something going on with your business, ask your business. Business has its own consciousness, has its own voice. And if you're willing to ask, your business will also give you information. You know, you can ask the universe, what is this? What can I do with this? Can I change it? If so, how can I change it? And it is about questions instead of trying to find the answers. Because the minute you ask a question, you invite every molecule to be able to come contribute. But when you say, I have a headache, you just concluded, your body locks it in. There's no room for any other possibility. Yeah, so Philomena says that already the acknowledgement of having a possibility to ask your body, that is brilliant. Yeah, again, you know, one of the programs that Conscious Vagina also has is to go into schools. You know, look at the moment you started school. How quickly did it become a judgment of your body? You know, we learn judgments at home, we learn it at school, but when you were at home before you started school, it really wasn't there unless you picked it up for your mom's image or, you know, judgments of her body. But kids on their own have no judgments. We're not born with judgments. We learn it. Just like you learned your language, you also learn judgments. But if you start to ask your body questions, the minute you're willing to start with gratitude, you cannot even judge your body. Gratitude is at a higher frequency energetically than judgment. Judgment's at a very low frequency. So the minute you have intensity or anything, go to gratitude. You'll immediately uplift your frequency, and you also uplift your ability to change it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. I'm so grateful for you guys. And thank you for all the translators who were involved in this creation. And thank you for all of you who are part of CV Chats. You've been listening or you are listening. And truly, what would it take for us to know our bodies are one of the greatest gifts in our lives? And if we started to be grateful for them and start to have allowance for them, trust our bodies and trust that they will take care of us, what else is possible? I'm very grateful for you guys too. And would you help us, please? What would it take for us to be able to let everyone know around the globe? You know, that our bodies are not just a piece of meat, but they're these magical gifts. And if we start to actually honor our bodies and really be grateful and take care of our bodies, start to notice how much your business changes. Start to notice how your relationships change, your joy changes, but also the creativity and what you're able to produce will change, because it truly is you and your body as this partnership of miracles, your partnerships of brilliance. So, yes. And the link will be coming to, yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes. We also have a conscious vagina intro class that I'm going to be doing from Australia on March 19th at 7 p.m. Brisbane time, that time zone in Noosa. And it will also be available online. So wherever you guys are around the globe, you are welcome to join us. We will have translation in different languages as well. Truly what's possible. And I know I have some people who've taken 8 or 10 conscious vagina intro classes. You could take as many as you like. No two are the same. It depends on each person that shows up, the questions, what's going on in the world. And yes, you guys are all invited. So thank you for that reminder. And I look forward to seeing you guys somewhere around the planet really soon or on Zoom. And thank you for all the magicians who made this happen today. It takes a whole village to make a podcast happen and to actually invite people to come and play. So thank you for all of you for that. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys. Thank you for being here with CV Chats. Hopefully you had some awarenesses, information, some new tools to help you with whatever's going on in your life. Maybe even gain some more communication with your body. And we invite you to, who do you know that can also have this conversation contribute to? Will you help us in spreading the seeds and inviting this to go even deeper all around the globe, to people to know something else is available for us and we can choose something different with our bodies every single day. So thank you for being here. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or would like to have a particular topic on the next shows, comment below and let us know. You can always also send us a message in our Facebook. We also have Instagram with Conscious Vagina, and you can also contact us at globalwellnessbrawl.com/contact. See you soon.